Hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today, I have a new book from Bulligan Press called The King's Warrior. This is by the artist Huahua Zhu. Really fun fantasy story. You'll see as I flip through some of the kind of cool influences that are coming together in the art. But we start kind of like at the end of the story here, where we see this warrior coming in to slay the dragon, and then we take a time jump back to meet the two main characters, Mara and Echo. These are kids that are living in poverty and whatnot, and they have an encounter here where they run into like some of the king's guards, and they show a lot of grit, and so the king takes them in and is training them into his warriors. That's basically like the thrust of the book, a nice little fantasy story like that. You can see in the art there's a lot of play going from like the black and white stuff to here we have, I think, a two-color job where we have like blue and an orange that are coming together, and then those come together to make some of the more brown colors in between the neutrals. I don't know if this is risograph or it's just an offset with spot colors, but I think it's an offset with spot colors because there are areas where like different colors are used, but kind of the same idea of how the colors are being blended is present throughout the book. You know, that it seems like there's two colors that are being used to generate the majority of the other colors. But you get these images like this where those come together in unexpected ways with nice textures and whatnot. You can see as I flip through that there's a Miyazaki-ish vibe with the broken lines everywhere, that sense of fantasy throughout. So that's really fun. It's a visual style I'm always pleased by. You see the final mission they get sent on by the king is they need to go to the end of the land and find a black castle. There's an alchemist there that's super powerful, and he's a threat to the Gold City. So you're going to go kill him for me. Obviously, there's a lot of allegory going on in this book, but I don't want to spoil it and get too deep into that. There's some just fun concepts in here as well, like this is a lion steed, and so you get this big old lion character that they're having a fight against. Again, you could see a lot of the different manga influences coming together here, but stylistically, the final approach does feel very Miyazaki, but opens up into some different flavors as well, and also has like that little bit of cross back and forth that you would get between like Miyazaki and Moebius. So you do have some of the fantastical design stuff that you would see in European comics. I think there's a lot of artists that are bringing those influences together, and this artist is doing it very well. So I found it a really enjoyable kind of like archetypal fantasy type of story, The King's Warrior by Huahua Zhu from Bulligan Press. I really highly recommend this book. It's a lot of fun.